Hey guys, it's Adam here. I hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to Do You Watch Anime, a show where I sit down with a guest every week and ask them, do you watch anime? And we go from there. And today joining me is voice actor in such anime and video games as Bullet Bullet, Pride of Orange, and Genshin Impact. Tina Assaf-Costello, how are you today?
Hi there, I'm doing great, thank you. I have a Red Bull and I'm ready to
Yep. I have a coffee. We're ready to go. So, do you watch anime?
I do. I don't watch as much as I wish I watched. I feel like I had more free time a while ago, but I do watch anime.
Mhm.
I have a very bad habit of watching the same anime over and over again, and I'm
Yep.
trying to stop doing that so I can watch new anime. But that tends to be my habit. I'm a sucker for magical girl anime. I have watched Sailor Moon Crystal an embarrassing amount of times,
Heck
and
yeah.
uh, Cardcaptor Sakura. I know they have the new version of it now, which I'm
Mhm.
super excited. Please cast me.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like I can dream.
Yeah, that is the dream. So how did you originally get into watching anime?
Yeah. I feel like this is the tale of like everybody that was a child in the early 2000s. It was just on TV one day
Yep.
after school, and I got sucked in. I think Pokemon was probably the first, but I really fell in love with Hamtaro.
Okay,
I
yeah.
love an unhealthy amount love Hamtaro. If they remade that show, I would do anything. If you're listening, anything to be in Hamtaro. I don't know why. I just do. Maybe it's because it's one of the first animes I saw.
Mhm.
I watched a lot of Sailor Moon, which looking back as an adult, I don't know how appropriate it was for me because I was like 6.
Oh yeah, same here. Yeah.
I feel like if you've grown up in that time period, it's like Sailor Moon,
Mhm.
Dragon Ball Z, Zatch Bell,
Yep.
Yu-Gi-Oh! But then you look back as an adult and you're like, oh, I don't think those are meant for like 6-year-olds. I think
No.
those are meant for teenagers.
Yep.
And my parents just went, great, it's not SpongeBob, we're in, that's fine. My dad used to watch Dragon Ball Z with me. He
Yeah.
knew I was too young to watch that. He did not care because he was like, oh, they're fighting, sweet.
Yeah.
This is awesome. And it totally overshadowed the fact that I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my one of my favorites growing up was Sailor Moon, and my mom would watch it with me. And
Oh,
yeah, it was like Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
yeah.
Digimon, yeah.
Oh, Digimon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
And funny thing with Hamtaro, last night, we were getting ready for bed, and my partner was scrolling on TikTok, and the theme song for Hamtaro came up, and she started singing it by heart, and she's like, "I don't know how I still remember this." Like,
Because it's just so good.
yeah,
I reference Hamtaro probably more than somebody should. To the point where like my partner Brian knows the theme song. He's never seen Hamtaro. Ever. It is just because I sing it so much that he's able to sing along now, and I'm like, oh, you're welcome? Maybe? I'm
I
sorry?
mean, it's a banger, so
I don't like it doesn't even make sense when I sing
mhm.
it. I just want to. And I have a very bad habit of singing instead of it's Hamtaro time, it's Yogi time because of my cat. So now it's become like a cat song and it lives on again in our life.
I Oh my god, I love that. So, what was kind of like the shift of like, oh, it's just a cartoon on TV to, oh, I'm watching anime?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Mhm.
I feel like elementary school for me because
Okay.
I got very fascinated with manga and anime in
Okay, yeah.
elementary school. I tried the dry, as we all have done. Let's be
Mhm.
real. If you grew up watching those shows, you also tried to draw fan art of those shows.
Mhm.
um, and yeah, I want to say elementary school. I got really, really into it, but I think like understanding the main difference was 5th grade, like just on that cusp of elementary to middle school. Because that's about the time I got very into manga. And that's when I was like, oh, this is like its own medium. It's totally different. And I found it so interesting. And I think what I liked too was like American cartoons, not so much anymore, which I'm really happy about, but they were very like guilty of being for kids and being kid oriented. And when you're, even though you're still a kid at like 11, 12, you're like, no, I'm an adult, I'm edgy, I'm cool. So then I could be like, oh, I don't know, insert child show here, I like Sailor Moon, so I'm an adult, which is not true, like, at all. But in my brain it was, because I'm like, oh, when they're doing real stuff, they're fighting for love and justice. So I really fell into that. I think that if I could have been a magical girl, I would have done anything. Like, that was my, like, little, like, kid fantasy. It was, like, waking up and, oh, no, you know, now I have to go fight crime for some reason, which is probably not necessarily a normal daydream to have, but I definitely was like, oh, what if my cat could talk like in Sailor Moon and they're actually guardians? Spoiler alert, Chubba the cat was not secretly a guardian.
Damn it.
Did not do anything other than beg for treats.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, no, did not lead me to fight for love and justice in the moon.
Yeah. We, like, during the pandemic, we because we're from Canada, and and so the original Sailor Moon with the Viz dub came on Canadian streaming services, and we're like, bet, let's go, let's rewatch this entire thing. And then it was my first rewatch since childhood, and I was like, oh, this is long. Oh, this is, what do you mean it takes 21 episodes to meet Jupiter?
I know, you remember it through like this nostalgia lens. Yeah, it moves slow.
Oh yeah. And then like we finished off like the whole like 5 seasons, like everything, and then we're like, okay, let's watch Crystal. And then we're watching Crystal, and it's like, let's go.
You're so right. Crystal, I feel like, follows that flow of the manga a little bit more, where it's like, okay, new issue, new thing, new issue, new thing, which is really good.
Oh, yeah.
But boy, do I know a lot about Usagi's fashion sense from the original, so good for me. It's obviously useful.
Yeah. Like, I loved the, you know, mall trips and the, you know, everything, but it was a lot.
I know, which is so interesting that it's what like captivated us as kids. Like, and I don't know if that's just like, you know, when you're like at that certain age range where anything that seems adult is so cool. I feel like that anime captured that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, they're going to the arcade by themselves? Whoa. Usagi's like 14, but I'm 6, so she's like she's 30 to me. Obviously it's fine. But then you rewatch it and you're like, oh, these are like children. With a lot of life stress for being 14, 15, 16. And I'm really glad they aged Tuxedo Mask down a little bit in Crystal, because that was really weird.
Thank God. That was one thing I noticed, that I was like, oh, that didn't get covered in our growing up.
You're like watching it and they're like, and he's off to college, and you're like, that's fine. And then you look back and you're like, oh, she's 15.
Yeah. You're like, I'll just pretend that didn't happen.
He didn't go to college. It's fine.
No, he's going to study abroad. It's fine. And like, I love in Crystal how much more fruity it is, because like when in Crystal, when Usagi sees Mars for the first time, she's like, that's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. I want to be her, I want to be with her, and like, and I'm like, hell yeah, absolutely. And like in the original, Mars is so much meaner.
Like, oh yeah, you're right, she totally is.
She is like, there's one scene they're at like one of those restaurants, like studying, and Usagi orders something, and then she makes like a comment, and I'm like, whoa, like that was so out of pocket and so not needed. Like I was like, God damn, girl, like you're my favorite, but you're on thin ice. Um, oh my god.
You're so right there. They were like a lot
Mhm.
meaner in the original. And I also feel like it's nice that there's not that cousin thing going on.
Oh yeah. Oh
And Crystal, I'm really glad they're allowed to actually be romantic.
yeah. And they thankfully cleared that up in the Viz dub of the original again. Thankfully.
Oh,
Um,
good. I
I
think I might not have seen that. I think I grew up with it being cousins, which,
oh
by
yeah.
the way, not a great way to like introduce children how to interact with your cousins. So,
No.
I kind of wish they did not do that.
Yep. And oh god, just the fact that they were like, yeah, you know what's good? Cousins. Like
They're looking at each other longingly, and they definitely want to be with each other. What if they were just cousins?
yeah.
Like, I'm sure that's how children think of their cousin. It's fine. We'll just put that in there. It's perfect.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. But yeah, they're like straight on a couple, and I'm like, thank you. This is how it should be. Uh
Yeah. Oh my god. I was also so I watched the original dub, and then I moved to like the manga, and I remember
mhm.
reading the manga and going, "Oh, thank God they're not cousins. This
Yeah.
is way better," because I was really concerned with how they were treating each other as cousins as a kid. I was like, "Am I doing cousins wrong, or is this wrong?"
The fact that as a kid you're like, you know what? There's something off here.
Feel like this is not how I treat my cousin.
Yeah.
And either I'm wrong
Yeah.
or this is wrong. And it
Oh my
turned out I
god.
was not wrong.
Yeah.
Hooray! It
Yeah.
was the dub.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh. So ridiculous. So besides Crystal,
Yes.
what's a show that you could watch over and over and over again and not get sick of?
Hmm. I've been really into Afternoon Dice Club, which is
What is that?
it's on yeah, it's on Hulu. It's just a feel good show.
Mhm.
I cannot explain how just cutesy it is. It's
Okay.
a group of girls who really want to design their own board games, and that's like their dream. And they go and spend time at a board game shop because one of them works there, and
Mhm.
they help each other design games, and it's just incredibly sweet. And they play a different game, which is a real game, to the best of my knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I've been tricked, but they play a game and they teach the rules, and you get to watch them just interact with each other and play a game every episode, and it is so cute.
Oh,
It is just cute.
that's going on my list. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is just like I had a stressful day at work.
Yeah.
I am recovering from surgery, and I just want something like cutesy. I
Mhm.
will put that on. I will always watch Hamtaro episodes on YouTube. I have no shame. I love Hamtaro. I also have DVDs of him, so I find my ways. Something I wish I could find, and maybe I'll look for a DVD copy, is the Kirby Right Back at You anime,
Oh
because
my god. So good. So good.
I want to
Um
rewatch it so bad.
yeah. Yeah. We got that way later than the US. Because it was like I want to say like 2 or 3 years after it
Oh
came to the US.
wow!
Yeah, I don't know why. There was this whole like Kirby's coming, and I'm like, whoa, this is gonna change my life. Um, and then like that theme song. Oh
Oh my
God,
gosh! I like had to explain Kirby Right Back at Ya to
yeah,
Brian. He did not grow up watching anime, and I was like,
Mhm.
well, let me rock your world. This for some reason is what I was like, this is what's gonna sell anime to him. And I just put on the theme song, and I looked at him at the end, and he was like silent, and I was like, what do you think? Is it amazing? And he was like, oh, this explains a lot about you. I'm like, oh, okay. not not the response I wanted. He's like, oh, everything about you makes sense now.
Oh my god.
Which, fair.
Yeah. Oh my that
Fair.
yeah. That that reminds me of when I put on the One Piece for Kids opening for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time to one of my friends, and they're like, "Oh, that that was a thing," and I was like, "Yeah, unfortunately, it was." Um, it was it was my first iteration of like I think I was like maybe 8 or 10, something like
Yeah.
that, and like I had been reading like the Shonen Jump monthlies,
Oh, yes, I remember
yeah,
those.
yeah, because I got it from a grocery store because I was like, "Oh my god, Yugi's on the cover, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Magazine," and then I was like, "Why is there pirates and ninjas and only, like, this much Yu-Gi-Oh! That's so stupid."
Oh,
And then
betrayal.
yeah, exactly, and then I started reading it, and I was like, "Whoa, I love this pirates story, blah, blah, blah,"
Yeah. Oh my
and
gosh.
and then the same thing happened, the One Piece is coming. And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is so cool. This is what I read." And then it debuted and my this is the first time that's ever happened where I was like, "This isn't like the manga." And like, why does Sanji have a lollipop? Why is Zoro Zolo? Like, I don't understand this. And yeah, and I still watched it because, it was I have to,
Yeah,
um
of course.
course, but I was still like, "This isn't very good."
That's oh, what a betrayal.
Yeah.
When you had Sailor Moon, like the
Mhm,
original that you had watched, was it
mhm.
the like Serena and those?
Oh, yeah.
My world was rocked when I read the manga, and that was not her name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, was I was like, who is this? Is this a different girl?
Mhm.
And then you get like the opening and she's crying and she's a crybaby, and I was like, nope, it's the same girl. Clearly.
Yeah, when I still call them Sailor Scouts, like, I don't even care, I'm like, That's what they are. They're
Yeah,
Sailor
no.
Scouts. Yeah,
Why, you know what? Why not? We
yeah.
consumed that media, but I always thought it was interesting because the
Mhm.
names weren't even kind of similar that they
No.
changed them to. Minnie Moon was she Rini? I think
Yes,
she was.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Was very confused when that happened too.
Yep.
I was like, oh, these are like not even close.
No, it was, like, straight up, like, I was like, "Oh, okay, this is their names actually named. Okay, goddamn. Usagi, that's adorable, but it took a while to get used to hearing
Yeah, and it's
everyone's
interesting. They don't fit the lip. Usagi, no, Sabrina, never mind. It fits. I lied.
Mhm.
Sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. Please forgive me. Sailor Moon dub from the 90s. Please don't come after me. I love you. I'm scared now.
Yeah, and like Damien, Mamoru. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Right?
And I
See,
think okay.
they fit, but
Yeah. But
why?
like yeah.
So they had to take the time. That even is worse, I think, though, because they
Yeah.
had to take the time to pick names that would fit the
Mhm.
flap. Should
Yeah.
be Usari. No,
No.
no,
No.
no. Ooh, Okay. Hmm.
Mm.
Now I'm confused because now
Yeah.
some of them fit and some of them don't, and I
Yeah.
don't know why or how they decided that. Interesting. Oh, to
Yeah.
be a dub writer in the
Yeah.
90s.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
that would have been a very interesting
It's a lot of
job.
sure, whatever.
Oh yeah, well, like the Ghost Stories dub. Have you?
Mhm.
That show is just a yes
Oh
and.
god. Yeah, straight up. It
That
was
is
just
yes and the anime.
yeah, it was what can we get away with the anime? Um, let's see how far we can push it.
Welcome to Yes and the Anime.
Yeah,
Brought to you by How Can We Get Away with This?
yeah, literally. Oh my god. And, like, so I do a lot of, voice actor interviews at conventions and stuff.
Oh,
And
amazing!
yeah, and so I've gotten to, interview some, like, older voice actors that have been in, like, the 4Kids stuff and
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, yeah, and I was, interviewing Greg Abbey, who voices Raph in TMNT, Tristan in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm so used to, like, voice actors nowadays being like, "Yeah, I loved anime, blah, blah, blah. I loved it." And this was my first, like, kind of interaction and, with this kind and I was like, "So, like, what made you wanna, like, get into voicing, in Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff?" And he's like, "Money." He's like, I was in New York and I needed a job.
You
I
know,
was like,
I love it.
yeah, I was like, bet king. All right, absolutely.
We love an honest king,
Yeah,
okay? We love knowing yourself in a
yeah,
way that you're like, yeah, cash.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it was like, it was a job, and I was like, yeah, great, amazing. There goes 4 of
Yeah.
my questions.
You're like, and when did you decide you loved jobs? When did you decide you love working
yeah,
and money? When did that happen for you? At
yeah,
what age?
yeah, exactly. So, what's an anime that you love that you have to go like, I swear it's good?
It might go back to Kirby right back at ya. It might go right back to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Ironically, right back at ya. I also like remember Sonic X really fondly, but I
Mhm.
don't know if it's actually good because I'm afraid to rewatch it because I don't want to find out if I'm wrong. Because I remember Chris being annoying,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
afraid that's gonna taint it for me. So I'm trying to like nostalgia lens that and leave it at that.
yeah.
There's another one I built up to Brian. I'm like, it was so cool. They made an anime Sonic, and he's like, "Oh, do you want me to watch it?" I'm like, "No, I actually don't, because I don't want to be wrong."
Yeah, don't.
Like, just it was good at the time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to find out. It might be back at Kirby because King Dedede with his like southern accent for some reason.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
No, so I have a curse where
Mhm.
I love Kirby. Like
Yeah.
I there's a Kirby manga. It's incredible and
Oh,
very
it's so good.
chaotic. Yeah, and I love the Kirby talks in it. So good.
Mhm.
But whenever I read that or I play a game and King DDD speaks, I hear the dub southern accent. And I can never it haunts me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's just how I hear his voice in
Mhm.
any text, and I can't stop.
That is I totally forgot that he had a southern
You're
accent.
welcome. You're
Yeah.
so welcome.
I
I'm really excited for you to discover that again. You're welcome.
Oh my god.
I hope you really enjoy that,
Yeah.
knowing that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I guess another one is,
Mhm.
hmm. No, I feel like it's a classic and it's good, but I had to convince a few friends to actually give Inuyasha a chance.
Oh
And
my
I
god. Well,
and I think it's because you're like, and they're a demon and they're in love with a schoolgirl. I'm like, but trust me, it's really good.
yeah, yeah. It's okay. Their maturity is the same. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I obviously grew up watching Dragon Ball, and so my bedtime was 9, and Dragon Ball finished at it was 8:30 to 9, and then Inuyasha came on at 9. But that
Yeah.
was the more adult.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
and always got mad at Inuyasha coming on because I was like, I want more Dragon Ball. So like for like 20 years of my life, I hated that. I hated the show. And then my
Yeah.
partner's like, oh, it's one of my favorites. We're watching it. And I was like, ugh, I guess. And then we watched the whole thing. And I was like, I love this so much. This is one of my favorite anime now.
That's so funny. I love that you had to be convinced though to like
Yeah.
give it a chance.
Yeah.
I loved Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z too a lot. But I'm gonna say something controversial.
Oh boy.
Gohan to have a chance to shine. I
Yeah.
just do, and I think that he almost had a chance, and then fans were like, "No, we like Goku more," but I didn't. Okay, I didn't. So I was distraught when the like Boo arc were like, "Surprise! Gohan actually can't do it because the fans want Goku," and I was like, "No, I was the right age." Well, no, I wasn't. I was too young, but I was young enough to be like, "But Gohan's the cute one because he's a teenager, and I'm like 9. So why are you doing this?" And I've carried that to adulthood. I am
Mhm.
loyal. I want that man to shine. I saw
Yeah.
it, and I followed it enough that I know the beast transformation happens. I need him to be the main character in something.
Yeah. Straight up.
I'm desperate.
Mhm.
I love Dragon Ball Z. I love Goku. I do. But how many times can that man die?
Yeah. Straight up.
I need a change,
Yeah. Yeah.
please. I'm sorry, that's so controversial, and I know it is. And I do love Goku. I
Mhm.
do. I want Gohan to
Yeah.
be the star for once, though. I just
Yeah,
do. And
please.
hopefully there's somebody listening that agrees with me that isn't like, Christina has crap anime opinions. But that's it. That's my controversial opinion
Yeah.
in the anime.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's valid. I had like Dragon Ball action figures growing up, and the Gohan one was my favorite because that
Yes.
was the most like articulated one.
Yeah.
And so like Gohan would win every fight because I was just like, screw it, it's the best looking action figure. And then I was like, he's actually kind of cool. And then years later I watched Dragon Ball Super,
Yeah.
and he's a dad in it. And I'm like, why'd you do this to my boy?
Yeah, well, why he can be smart and strong. You don't
Yeah.
have to let. So I was happy that they at least gave like the Beast transformation, and I know the
Mhm.
manga's like following. I'm such a dork. Oh well. I know the manga's following it.
Yeah.
It's really literally just my pure love of Gohan that keeps
Yeah.
me reading. I'm not even gonna lie because I'm like, well, are they gonna do it? Or is he finally gonna be like the best for a while?
Oh god. No.
No, absolutely not. And I'm
No.
like, okay, that's fine. You're like father that still looks 30 and you guys now look the same age.
Straight up.
Still beats you, and
Oh.
that's whatever. Fine, I give up. But I don't give up. I'm still reading.
Yeah.
It's all out of pursuit for hoping Gohan gets his moment in the sun.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And I don't know if he'll ever get it, but I'm just not willing to give up.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
did in like the Beast Gohan
Mhm.
transformation happened. The dub was so cool where they layered like the younger Scream. Oh,
Yeah.
so cool. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. But I stopped like reading and watching temporarily, and I was like, this is it. This in my mind, fine. At least temporarily he can be the strongest.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I just ignore the rest of the series.
Yeah. This is the series. That's it.
I'm like, if I just ignore the rest, it
Yeah.
doesn't exist.
Exactly. Exactly. He doesn't go to law school. He
No.
doesn't
I'm like, no, I'm just gonna ignore
Yeah.
everything that happens next.
Yeah.
And it's fine. And yeah, I lived in bliss for a while, and then they all fought and they were equal in the manga, and I was like, okay, well at least they're not all kicking his ass, so I'll
Yeah.
take that. Fine.
True. It's true. God. Oh my god.
That's the kind of fan I am.
Yeah.
Loyal.
Yeah, holy shit.
Loyal to the characters I specifically like.
Yeah.
And then everybody else I ignore. I'm trying to get better at that, but I know I play favorites.
Yeah. 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 So, you voice Afternoon Tea and Bullet Bullet.
Yes.
What was your reaction? I'm gonna redo that. What was your reaction to being cast as such a gremlin?
Oh my gosh. So that was actually an auto cast. Like they cast me because they thought of me for this character.
Oh my god.
And so I didn't know until I got into the booth and I read like the description, and they were like, I think it said something like, you know, she's kind of a maniac was like the description, and I was like, should I be excited or like offended that they saw that description and were like, yeah, Tina Costello is who I'm gonna pick.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. And so we got into the session.
Mm-hmm.
I was super excited. And I was like, well, maybe we'll see like how she is. Maybe like there's more to her. There's not.
No.
Screaming or cackling at all times.
Mm-hmm.
I had a blast though. She's so fun. I love the concept of like, I don't want to like, I don't want to spoil stuff. I don't know if she's supposed to spoil stuff. But I feel like she got away with a lot because the main characters were like, okay, yeah, she's an assassin. She's like 10. I don't think we can murder her. She's too young.
Yeah.
And so she gets to just continuously go back and try to murder them. But they're like, well, guys, she's little. She's kind of a kid.
Yeah.
So I like that she got away with a lot more than she probably should have as a character. And it's definitely like the main character's going, yeah, she's murderous and on a rampage, but she's also like 10, so I guess we just ignore her. Just let her try to murder us as long as we live. No harm, no foul, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
I loved playing that. She was so fun.
Yeah.
When we finished our like first session for her, it was the fight scene, so it was all just like the evil laughter and cackling and screaming, and we wrapped that session, and the director was like, you're really good at that. I was like, oh, okay, now you're afraid of me. Good. Glad I could bring that to the table.
Hi, I'm Steve Yurko.
And I'm Tara Sands. Now available from Maji Media is our new podcast, 4Kids Flashback. 4Kids is the company who brought you the English dub of Pokemon in the late 90s and so many other shows like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Shaman King, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Kirby, the infamous One Piece dub, and so many more.
We'll be talking to the people who worked at 4Kids. Actors, directors, writers, editors, producers, engineers, you get the point. And hopefully get the answers to questions both you and I have about the company.
I actually worked there as a voice actor on some of the shows.
And I was a kid watching the shows and remember way more than Tara does.
And thank God for that. Steve is actually a professional storyboard artist, which gives some really unique insights into anime and animation. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts. That's the number 4 Kids Flashback.
Hey guys, welcome to the Patreon portion of today's episode. And if you want to join the Patreon, there are a few different tiers, like shoutouts on the episodes, as well as exclusive videos and behind-the-scenes content, and so much more, and even the episode a day early. Thank you to Gio, Keith, Blythe, Bunny, Mikey, Sheba, and Brooke. And if you want to join the Patreon or find out more, the link will be down below. And yeah, back to the episode. Oh my god, yeah. One of my favorite scenes with her is episode 5 where she's fighting Bear.
Oh yeah, she's...
And where she's like, I'm gonna make bear paw soup. And I was like, god damn. Oh my god.
She's bananas. And I read that like with you guys basically in the session because that's when I got to see it for the first time. I didn't get the script ahead of time.
Yeah.
So as I'm looking at the next scene, I was like, oh, girlies. Oh, okay. Interesting. This is concerning. How old is she? Like, oh, like 10, 9. I'm like, oh, yeah, I too wanted to murder, I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
As a child. Everybody's done that. How do you relate to that? But she was so fun. Like, I think she's the most fun I've had in a session in a long time. And it was just because, I don't know, it was during this strike and it was when I was really stressed out. And I was like, great, I just get to scream, laugh, and cry.
Yeah.
And that's the session.
I love it. Oh my god. Yeah, it was so, I was like, everyone did such a good job. I was really surprised by the anime.
Yeah, it's well done.
Yeah, like like the character design is so cool. So how would you pitch Bullet Bullet to someone who doesn't know what it is?
I feel like how do I phrase this? It reminds me of Mad Max was an anime. That's really what I got from it. Yeah, it's Mad Max as an anime, but you throw in just all the extra stuff they can do because it is an anime. It's not constrained to like any sort of reality. And one of the main assassins is 10. So that's a selling point to me. Have you ever wanted to see a child assassin get away with more than she probably should? Then you should watch Bullet Bullet. Also, everybody in it did such a incredible job, and they had like anime royalty in the cast, and then me for some reason. I'm looking at the cast list and I'm like, oh, Breakfast is voiced by Crispin Freeman. Why am I in this? Like, who was like, oh my gosh, we should get Crispin Freeman. He's done 32 years of anime and roles. What about Tina Costello? She's been in like 5 things. That's I was very honored to be there, but I was very confused to be there. which maybe we shouldn't admit, but that's how I operate.
Yeah.
I'll look at cast lists and be like, why? Am I there? Cool. That's how I picture it, though. It's
Yeah.
veteran, amazing voice actors and a
Mhm.
Mad Max style
Yeah.
anime, and for some reason, I'm there too.
Yeah.
So if you want to see why I'm there too, I suggest watching.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Breakfast opened his mouth, and I was like, "Hold on." I was like, "Excuse me, is that?" Yes. Okay, it is.
Yeah. Crispin always does such a great job at those, like, quietly evil,
Yeah.
deep-voiced men.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, "I'm supposed to how am I supposed to hate you now?"
Yeah,
Like,
no.
no, it's not possible. Like,
Yeah.
especially again, episode 5 where he has that little like sit down dinner thing. Yeah, I was like, "You're supposed to be a piece of shit. You're supposed to be a piece of shit. You're just so
No.
good." Oh,
It's so good. And I feel like their backstory is really interesting. It's
yeah.
like, yes, they are doing bad things, but
Mhm.
also they've, like, managed to survive with actual food in a
Yeah.
wasteland, and that's pretty dang impressive.
Mhm.
So I kind of, like, had a little empathy for them. I don't
Oh,
know if
yeah.
you're supposed to, but I sure did.
Yeah.
And again, how do you get mad at the 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Like, raised by assassins, so that's what she knows. So I'm
Mhm.
like, you know what? She gets a pass in my
Oh, yeah.
book. Should she? No.
No.
Does she? Yes.
Yeah. My god. So, you play Collei in
Yes.
Genshin Impact. And she is such an important character to so many people. How does it feel to voice a character like that?
Incredible. It
Mhm.
has been genuinely such an honor to voice Collei. She's very, very special to me. I feel like for a few reasons. I was gonna start saying one, and I'm really glad I didn't say 1B, so I'm glad I saved myself.
Yep.
But then I told on myself, so it doesn't matter. So cool. But really, like, she is the first role I really booked that kind of changed my career and my
Mhm.
life, and that allowed me to do this full time. And I did not have an agent at the time, so that
Wow.
was really like a career change for me.
Mhm.
Voicing Collei. I also feel like it's really important to have, you know, a character that people can relate to. There's not a lot of chronic illness or disability rep in media. That's not super stereotypical, and I
Mhm.
feel like her story, uh, we often don't get experimented on. So it's very much not a
Yeah.
stereotype.
Mhm.
But it was really cool to get to bring my experiences into her story. I think I was
Mhm.
able to relate with a lot of her anxiety and her struggles, because I had lived it. And I get to meet the kindest people that come to conventions or that send me messages or just like tell me their stories. And I feel really honored to be able to voice a character that people see themselves in. I have cried so many times at cons, and it's just such a special thing. It's really scary too to
Mhm.
like hold that type of character, because I want to make sure I am doing them justice and people are able to continue to see themselves in her but also in my actions, because I think it's really important that it doesn't always happen this way, but when you have a voice actor that's disabled voicing a disabled character, I think it's nice for fans to see, especially if they themselves have a disability or health issues, that
Mhm.
there's somebody like them going through their experiences and they're also doing the things. Like, there's a lot of people that want to do voice acting that don't feel like they can because of their health. I definitely was one of them.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just been like such a special experience. I love Collei. I have
Mhm.
an obscene amount of Collei merch at my house. I also have a really bad habit of buying merch immediately of every character I voice. It's not good. I would like to not get into that, but I can't help it, and I will continue to do it. Like, I get cast, and I'm like, I'm gonna see if there's a merch.
You're
It's a
like,
real problem.
yeah.
Yeah, no. So when I got cast, when we did Genshin, it's different now.
Mhm.
But when we did Genshin, there was a code name for Collei. Basically, when I listened to everybody else's stories, everybody figured out it was Genshin that got booked in Sumeru, except for me. Like, I just did not, it didn't register to me. And I don't know if it's because I didn't have an agent, so I was like, surely I wouldn't get this. Or,
Yeah.
to be honest, I thought it was like a girly pop anime. I was totally off mark. I was like, oh, it's like an anime, like, girly show. Cool. It was not. But when I figured out it was Collei, when they told me, I immediately was like, oh, amazing, yeah. And I literally went on eBay. Like, immediately. I had read the webtoon, so I knew there was, like, merch of Collei, and I was like, ha ha ha! And I bought a cup.
Damn.
Yep. If I had got recast, and I think about this a lot, if I get recast before things come out, I am doomed. Because I already own, like, a piece of merch. So I have to, like, then throw it away. Like, that's really... I should stop doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like that will be traumatic at some point for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but
my God.
It hasn't caught up with me yet, and I'm...
Knock on
wood. Yeah, because I really don't want... Please don't recast me. I've already bought merch.
Yeah.
I've already given you my paycheck back.
Yeah.
So please don't recast me in things, because I have to throw away the merch, and then it's going to be awkward.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
I think that's a reason to not recast me on projects. I'm pretty sure that is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, from an acting standpoint, how was it tackling Collei?
Yeah. Scary. I'm going to be honest. I was really scared. So basically, I think the first session we got in there and we started recording, and they were like, oh, well, you know what this is, right? And I was like, no. They were like, oh, well, everybody like knows when they come in here. And I'm like, oh, whoopsie, not me. And they were like, it's Genshin Impact. And I was like, oh, and I hit mute, and I was like, yay, shit. Oh no. And we're like the three emotions, and then I immediately was like, okay, yeah, no problem, let's get into it. And it's just this immense pressure, I think, to do right, because it's a popular thing, which makes it scary immediately.
Yeah.
I think when I got cast, I probably had like 2,000 followers online. I think I have like 35,000 now, which is terrifying. And boy, jokes on them, because I just posted my cat, so that's 90% of my posts are Yogi.
Yep.
Like, oh, you came here for voice acting? Whoopsie. Nope, you get my cat or my dog.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, thank you, because that's really what's on the table for them.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was really scary, I think, but also super fulfilling. I feel like I was able to bring a lot of my personal story into Collei. I've said it before, but when they were explaining the character to me, they were like, you really need to put yourselves in the shoes of being like unhealthy and not feeling well. And I'm like, I got this.
I got you, girl.
Like, y'all, I'm like, great. I literally don't feel well very often. And they first were like, oh, I'm so sorry. But I heard someone like behind the scenes be like, oh, we did good. And I'm like, you forgot to hit mute, FYI, but that's fine. I'm not going to comment on that out loud, but I heard them like, oh, yeah, this is perfect. And I'm like, cool, nice. I'm really glad you're happy that I'm unhealthy. Thank goodness
oh my
that
God.
worked out. But I do feel like I was able to bring my own personal story. I definitely cried recording certain parts. I feel like just because it was something I had dealt with, and I think that, yeah, scary, exciting.
Yeah.
I constantly hope I'm doing right by her, even now.
Yeah.
And I never know if I am, so that's fun. But I'm trying, so hopefully people love her as much as I do. I think she's just an incredibly endearing character, but her story's really important, and I hope that I get to voice more characters like that, because I think they should exist in media. I think it's really important for us to see ourselves, and yeah, I love Collei. She's my little bean.
I was like, that's my daughter, like straight up.
Yeah, oh yeah, immediately. Like, she's just a sweetie pie. I mean, little fun fact. I think it's Windbloom. I'm bad with event names, so please don't come for me, internet. but they call her Cauliflower, and
Yep.
that's because I called her that in sessions. And I
Oh,
got told that after that they stuck that in for me,
oh,
and it was really sweet.
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, and I think that
Oh,
just like what a lovely thing.
yeah.
Also, it's a good pun, and I had
It is a
probably
good
seen it
pun.
online. I cannot take credit for that. There's no way my brain came up with that. That just seems very unlikely that I would have came up with that on my
Yeah.
own. But yeah,
Mhm.
she's such a joy. I love her.
Yeah. And like as someone who's also chronically ill, it was so nice to see a character like that in a video game that's so huge.
Yeah.
And it was again going back to Windbloom, that whole event, I sobbing.
Oh
So
yeah, I
like
cried.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like I don't play the game. I watch my partner play the game.
I watch most videos on YouTube because I
Yeah.
got so far behind. I just no,
Yeah.
it's not happening for me.
Yeah. And like so like whenever there's like an event or something, I'll sit down and watch, and they're like she's like this one has like Collei, Tainari, and Sino in it, and I was like, I'm sat, let's go. And then the fact that it mostly focuses on Collei and like Sucrose's like friendship and stuff, and I'm like, oh, she's doing so good.
Oh yeah, no, I was so happy to read that she. I feel like the team probably laughed at me, but I looked at the script in session and I went, "Oh my gosh, she's making a friend!" I was so proud of her, and they're like, "Okay," I'm like, "Well, I am." I can't help it. She
Yeah.
doesn't. She's not a great people person,
Yeah.
and I was excited for this non-existing person
Yeah.
in the game, but it made
Yeah.
me so happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so I'm like tearing up thinking about it.
Yeah, what a good event! What
Oh my
what
God.
a wonderful event!
Like straight up one of my favorites. Like
Yeah,
it's just and like at the end, oh my God. Oh, just when you're
yeah,
like sitting on that like hill together, bro.
yeah.
Oh,
It's such a sweet,
yeah.
it's such a sweet event. It was so exciting to get to see
Mhm.
that too, and that's kind of an example I think of like we really don't know what's going on, and when you're like in a video game session, because I had no idea that event was happening until like I was in the session.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to have to like turn on the right emotion as an actor. I feel
Mhm.
like I came from on camera, so you usually have time to prep. In
Yeah.
video games or dubbing, no.
No.
Good luck.
Mhm.
If you're lucky and you figure out the name of something, you can kind of Google it.
Yeah.
I often am not lucky. That's not my skill set at
Yeah.
all. I wish it was. I think I lucked out because I had read the webtoon for Genshin. I think that
Mhm.
carried me a little bit. But at the same time, the webtoon's just like, here's all Collei's trauma.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And when you get to her in the game, she's had growth.
Mhm.
So it was interesting to try to like bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Because she has growth, but I don't want to say not a lot. She does, but I feel like she's not there yet all
Yeah.
the way with it.
Mhm.
So it was such a fun role. I love her. She is my daughter.
Mhm. Yeah, straight up. And so what kind of got you into reading the webtoon?
I honestly don't remember. That's a good question. Let me think. I think what it was. This is so silly. Okay. I have a really bad habit with things I think look cool, but I don't want to like act it. Like I don't want to ruin my luck of getting cast. That I
Mhm.
won't like play the game because I don't want to like
Right.
like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I think I ended up reading the webtoon because I didn't want to play the game because I was like, oh well, if I like the webtoon, it's not the game, so maybe I'll get cast someday. That'll. And for some
Okay, yeah,
reason,
yeah.
that was my like brain on it. I'm 90% sure it's that embarrassing reason. I wanted to say like it came up on webtoon and that's why, but I don't think it did. And maybe I'm wrong, and
Yeah.
maybe it did, but I don't think it did. I think I just wanted to avoid liking the game because I didn't want to not get cast. I'm a
Yeah.
little. I've broken that curse a little bit. I've worked on
Mhm.
Yu-Gi-Oh, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
But that was pre Yu-Gi-Oh, so I still believed in that curse very strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was just superstition that led me to the webtoon.
Oh my god.
Not the best reason, but I liked it.
Yeah.
It's a good webtoon. I really fell in love with the webtoon, and then I never touched the game until I was cast because I was like convinced if I liked the game too, I'd never be in it.
I mean, I get that. I get that. So going back to Yu-Gi-Oh for a second. You voiced Nanaho.
Yes.
How was it getting to be in such a legendary franchise?
Oh, amazing. I cried. I was so excited. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I grew up with it. And our director for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Darren, who voiced Pegasus. And that was really, really cool to get to work with him and see how his mind works as an actor, as a director. Incredible director, really good at describing down to like, and she has this expression on her face, which I think means like a wonderful session.
Yeah.
But I was so excited. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I auditioned for, I don't remember what role, a different role, and I did not get that. And it was like 4 months after I auditioned that I got cast as Nanaho.
Wow.
And I went, wait, you actually liked me? I was just like, no, this can't be real. This has to be like a fake email. I was so excited. And getting to work on that, we did, I don't know, 4 or 5 sessions, something like that. And it was just cool to get to experience that. And I was so excited that she got to duel. That was like my goal in voicing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Was I really hope I get to duel. If I don't, okay. And I didn't know a bunch about her at that time, so I didn't know if she got to duel. So we were like in session. We did like the beginning of the episode, and he was like, all right, and now you're gonna duel. And I was like, I own the duel disc. Why did I yell that? I don't know. That felt like a good thing to tell my director, who went, oh, that's so cute. Not great when they go, that's cute. Not great. And he was like, oh, I never owned one of those. I'm like, well, you were like a 25-year-old man who got cast. I was like 5. Don't judge me. I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! You didn't. Why are you being mean to me? No, he was a sweetheart. But he literally went, oh, that's so cute. And I went, I just embarrassed myself. That's fine.
I'm just gonna go over here.
I was like, I'm just gonna hit mute now for a minute while I questioned my entire being of why I yelled I had a dual disc at you.
God.
But it was incredible. And I did a con, and somebody brought me her deck.
What?
Yeah, and I keep the cards in my purse. Very normal. I was so afraid I'd lose them.
Oh my god.
And someone went out of their way to like buy them and make sure they're the right ones, that I was just terrified. So they live in my purse. Because I can't lose them that way. So they're still in the same bag I had at the convention.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I try really hard. If anyone's listening that has given me something, I keep it all. I try incredibly hard not to lose it.
Yeah.
I have like a couple boxes of fan gifts that I have kept, and I really, really try.
Yeah.
The cards live in my purse because I did not trust myself with them. So they have to live there. Because I imagine that person spent a lot of money and time, and they had me sign a copy for them and then gave me my own copy. It was so sweet.
Damn.
Like, it was so exciting.
Oh my god.
So Nana was like, oh, a dream role. Literally a dream role. And that doesn't normally happen for me. As we heard per my superstition. So it was really cool to break that and get to actually be a part of something I grew up with.
Yeah. So if you were to, because she has a bug deck, right?
Yes.
If you were to build your own deck, how would you build it?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I have to admit something. I have a very bad habit of building Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I go for what I think is cute.
Oh, same here.
Not for what I think is good.
Oh, same here.
Okay, thank God. I just wanted to make sure we were on.
Yeah, you were not the only one.
that page first before I said something, and you were like, "What the heck?
Yeah.
That's terrible."
No.
I think I would.
The tunes are my favorite, so like I just build that. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I feel like I'm trying to think of the character's name. Her deck is themed with ladybugs and Disney princess villains. That's how it's like designed.
I love it.
Which I thought was really cool. So she has she has a ladybug character that I really loved, and I literally announced her as the role, and my brain has shut off. So I'm gonna move on from that, and it'll come to me eventually. But I think 90% of my deck would be the Dark Magician, honestly, because I think she's adorable. It would be
No, that's valid.
The very pretty ladybug character from Nanaho's deck, and then like 90% just multiple Dark Magicians.
Yep.
Which is not a good deck at all, if we're being perfectly honest. But let me think of who else. How do I know how you say this? Purelli, I think is the pronunciation. It is, if you look it up, it's Purrrely. Purelli. It is this adorable fairy cat. It is the cutest thing that I've ever seen in my life.
Cute.
Yes.
That is, oh my god.
Right?
I'm gonna need that. Like, that's so cute.
She is adorable. It would be her, Dark Magician. These are literally all just cute characters. They are not useful together at all.
No.
Melfi Wally, which is a little kangaroo. And sorry, that's just the way I function. And then
Oh my god. So here's the kangaroo.
Yep.
Same vibe as the cat.
Yep. And then let's see. No, Dark Magician's useful. We'll throw her in. And then I'm literally searching the name. This is so sad. I have to make sure I'm saying this right because I don't want to embarrass myself. Hold on. It's fine. What is your name? I know that you... No, this led me to the same thing. No, I don't know about Nana. I know who Nana is. I want to know about... Okay, she has this character, and it is a princess character. Oh my god. It's Princess Ladybug White. I hate myself.
Oh my god.
But if you look her up, she's very Disney princess inspired, and she looks like a magical girl.
Oh my god.
I love her.
That needs to be a cosplay.
Right, and so her and Dark Magician, and then all the little...
That is so cute.
And then all the little cute creatures and rescue cats, and that would be my...
Absolutely. Oh my god. That's yeah. I am the same way. I am like, give me all my Pokemon are Psyduck. Like, like
I'm just very loyal. Maybe trap cards to make my deck useful.
Yeah.
We'll throw in some trap cards and then pretend I had a good deck. But so I'd be very easily beatable. In a duel, and I don't care.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's fine. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah.
Not a long time.
Oh my god. So you jump into Pride of Orange for a bit. How was it getting to be in a sports anime?
Oh, that was so fun. That was that story of how I got cast is... It might not be interesting, but maybe it is.
Yeah.
I started saying that, and I was like, "Oh, Adam might think this is not interesting." I went in and thought I was going to do Walla in background voices, and then when I was in the session, they showed me Rio and was like, "You're voicing her," and I went, "Oh my gosh, wait, it's a role." I was not ready. I did not think I was going to do that. And she's very unlike the roles I normally voice, where she kind of sucks. And it was interesting to get to voice that. I really wanted to be a part of Pride of Orange. That was one that I liked the manga, and I thought it was really interesting. And Am I misremembering? Hold on, let me make sure I'm not lying to you. I'm pretty sure it was the manga, unless I watched the sub. Who knows? My brain's fried.
That's okay. Yeah, because I remember seeing it and I'm like, hockey?
Yeah,
Hockey anime?
Yes,
With
exactly.
idols?
It's so good.
Mhm.
No, it was the sub I watched. I'm a
Mhm.
liar. Anyway, I watched the sub.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I forgot Rio, existed. So, just the whole way it worked out was just
Mhm.
so cool.
Yeah.
It's such a good anime too.
Mhm.
And I was rooting for the good guys, even though I was one of the villains, which is
Yeah.
interesting because the villains in this anime are just girls who also play hockey.
Literally.
They're just like not the main team that you root for. But it was a blast, and I got to use a little bit of my lower register.
Mhm.
She's more down here and kind of like mean girl-esque with her
Mhm.
voice, and that was fun to do.
Yeah.
So because my natural voice is this. Hi. Yeah, she was just a dream. And I walked in going, all right, cool. Quick session. I'm going to be doing some walla and background noises, but at least
Yep.
I get to be in the cool sports anime I like. Nice. And then we did it, and I was like, oh, I get a named role. This is awesome. And then it didn't release the dub for like 2 years after
Yeah.
I recorded, and I forgot that I was in it.
Eh?
Because I forgot to write it down. From this moment on, I write my roles down now because this was so embarrassing. Somebody tagged me online and was like, oh, it's so cool you're in this. And I was like, I am? I had totally forgot. And I had been so excited. I think I was excited for like a full year. And then after the year, I was like, it's not releasing.
Yeah.
Just get it out of your brain. And I erased it too well.
Damn.
So by the time it came out and I got tagged, I was like, I have to listen to this to make sure it's actually me before I make an announcement. Because what if they're wrong?
Oh, yep.
It was actually me. Super embarrassing. But that was the reality.
Oh my god, that's I totally forgot that the dub took like 2 years to come out. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like excited, and then I went, all right, it's been 12 months. This clearly isn't releasing. Anime dubs tend to come out quickly.
Yeah.
Goodbye. And then a year after that, I got tagged on Twitter, and I went, I don't remember this. I don't think this is me.
Yeah.
Clicked the link, and I was like, oh, it's me. Nice. I did do that. Cool. And then I spent an embarrassing amount of time trying to remember her name for the announcement. I had to watch like a full episode, and I was like, somebody say her name, please, so I can post this online.
Oh my god. It's always funny when I'm researching someone for like roles they've been in, and sometimes there are additional voices, and that's all they're labeled as, right? And so I have to watch the episode and be like, okay, what's the character's name? And I'm like, okay, come on, someone say their name, please. And then I'm done. Like,
I'm begging you, please pronounce her name.
Please.
That is so funny. Like, I love that. That's so good.
Yeah. So what has been kind of like the hardest lesson you've learned since becoming a voice actor?
That you really need to not fall into comparison. It is really, really dangerous for your mental health, and you need to know when to step away from social media. I think that I had come from, the way I'm going to say this is really intense, and I don't mean it that way, but I have, you know what? I'll be honest to the listeners. I have a kidney stone still. I'm still on pain medicine. I'm just on less than when we tried the first time.
Yeah.
So, this wording may not be the best, but it's weird to go from nobody caring about what you do to like all of a sudden people are paying attention to what you follow, what you clicked, what you share, and we don't get media training.
No.
So I basically got thrown into success to a degree, and then went, oh, but I'm not rich and famous, so like I really do care about what people think about me. I don't have enough money to not care.
Yeah.
I'm like,
honestly, that's a mood. Yeah.
Right? Like you're like, well, I'm not like I made a comment a while ago as someone who's chronically ill that
Mhm.
sometimes people will say these nasty things about Selena Gomez's body, and I had said, she thankfully won't read that because she generally is way too busy and
Yeah.
wealthy to care, but all your chronically ill friends will.
Yes.
So I'm not of that level of I hopefully won't see that. I do see the things people say, but you have
Mhm.
to not give people the benefit of the doubt, but realize they don't realize you're a real person,
Yeah.
which is weird to go through that feeling of like, oh, I know I have feelings and I matter, but this person, I'm a voice in a thing that they heard and they either liked it or they didn't.
Mhm.
And that's it. That's the only opinion of you they have. So learning to accept that and just continue to try to be the most genuine version of yourself, I think is really important. And I think, yeah, it's so easy to fall into comparison on social media where like, especially so maybe a little niche, but as like, a disabled voice actor, my able-bodied friends do way more than I do. And it's just the reality. And when I first started voice acting, I compared myself to that a lot.
Yeah.
And I'd go, oh, they're in LA and they're doing X, Y, and Z. Guess I'm a failure. And it was just really easy to fall into that. And I've spent more nights than I want to admit crying about like feeling like I'm not doing good enough. And I really had to rethink about what I do. And like, I get to play pretend as my main job.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I get to do this full time. I'm very lucky. But yeah, it's really like not falling into this. I'm gonna back up too. Into that comparison trap. Because it's very easy to fall into, and also remembering people post the good things. I've gotten to the habit of trying to share some of the bad stuff in my life, not for empathy, but so people, hopefully, that are starting in voiceover look and go, okay, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. I'm doing okay. Because I think
Yeah.
that that's important. I mean, it's sharing what you're comfortable with, but I think we have to break the illusion sometimes because otherwise it's not really healthy for anybody, for us to be faking it, for fans or other voice actors to be reading it and feeling like they aren't doing well. Yeah, so it's weird that like the biggest thing I learned from voice acting is like be nice to yourself, but it really is you have to cut yourself slack or you can't do this job. It's just, and that in like I joke about it now, but we literally get rejected for a living.
Yeah. Straight up.
And you have to get okay with that. And it's interesting, I have pretty bad like rejection sensitivity about people that I know, but I've learned to make it not only make it people I know, but kind of like work on it enough that like strangers don't bother me the way it used to. But if you suffer from that and it's gonna bother you, I cannot recommend going to therapy enough because you're gonna need it because it's gonna happen and you can't. You're never going to be someone that books 100%. They say for professionals are like 1 to 3% booking ratio is good. So you have to be prepared that you're gonna get rejected a lot, and that if you're like, oh, I only book 5%, then you're doing amazing. That is amazing. You gotta like pull yourself away from expecting to be perfect. And also we're all different. So if they don't want you in a thing, it's not personal. They have an idea of a voice in their head that fits these characters, and your voice doesn't fit. And that's it. And at the end of the day, you go, bummer. Okay. And send and forget. That is literally, I heard that the first time and I was like, that's impossible. How am I going to forget? Oh, no, you forget. You can forget. Yeah. You can forget. And it's much healthier to forget. It'll keep you sane because otherwise, when I first started, I definitely was like, oh, man. And I feel like I started late in life because I wasn't like a teenager doing it. And once you fall into I'm behind, it's so hard to claw your way back out from that. And I still have to like check myself. I think even like last week I was talking to Brian and I went, man, I really feel like I should be doing more. And he looked at me because we've been dating for almost 10 years and this look was just, and I went, you're right, never mind. Like, yep. Because how many times have I said, oh no, I can't do that. That's not fair. And then I go and do it. when we are only humans. And it's okay to be human in this field. You just have to separate yourself a little bit. Also, don't read the comments. Don't Google yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Don't Google yourself.
God, no. No, that's
don't like voice a thing and go, I can't wait to see what people are saying. Don't do that.
Nope.
Because you will be sad.
Yeah.
Like when Collei came out and I was like, I'm gonna go on the internet. Why? And honest to God, 90% of the things were so lovely and kind, but my brain was like, that person thinks your voice is annoying, so you should never voice act again. What? Why? What? That doesn't even make sense, but that is the way our brains work. So do not Google something after it releases.
Yep.
Ignore it.
Yeah, straight up.
For your sanity, and do not go on Reddit.
No, I am not. God, that's for everyone. For everyone.
Go look yourself up. It is a really bad thing to do.
Yeah, straight up. Oh my God, I release an episode and I'm like, okay, there you go.
Yeah, no, don't look at the.
Yeah, no.
It's so bad. It's so easy to fall into it.
Oh yeah. And it's so easy to get caught up and be like, oh, this person said this. And I was like, that's, to me at least, I've done content for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So like back when I was first starting out, I was like 15, 14, something like that.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So like I would read every single comment, and now I see a bad comment, I'm like, oh cool, delete.
Yeah, no, you have to for your sanity. I think there's like also there's like feedback, but there's also in these jobs like the client's feedback is what matters. And if the client likes it, that is the end of the day. You did good. And it's okay if somebody doesn't like the direction they had you go in, but you can't be like, I can never voice act again. For user 72 thinks my voice is annoying. And and it's very easy to fall into that. It's very easy to do that. So you have to really protect your mental health in this field. It's very important. And also controversial, don't care. Hustle culture sucks. We shouldn't be hustling all the time. We need to take care of ourselves. I say that as I get really mad at myself when I rest, but hey, I'm resting, so.
Story of my life. Yeah, literally, I'm like, oh, I have like 10 things to do, but nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to take care of yourself or you cannot function and you cannot create. And it is just the way it is. And it's very easy to go, but so-and-so does 85 things a day. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not them.
Yep. Exactly. Oh my God. So what's like a dream genre of anime that you would love to be in?
Magical Girl.
Knew it right away.
Was that too quick?
No, that's oh my God.
That or whatever genre Hamtaro is. Slice of life? Is that slice of life?
I think that counts as slice of life.
Does that count when it's an animal's life?
I guess. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
You knew it was leading to that.
Yeah.
I was. I know who I am, and it's that I desperately want to voice Magical Girls. I do. So bad. That is my dream. For sure. To the point where Magical Girl video games fine too. I don't care. I just want to be a magical girl. Okay? That's what I want in life.
Yeah. 100%. I get it.
You asked and I 2 seconds.
Literally 2 seconds. Not even like a second. It was like, what? I'm like,
Magical Girl. I know who I am.
Yep.
And whatever genre, specifically a remake of Kirby right back at you would
Yeah,
be.
there you go. Yeah, we need it. We need very expensive
Yeah.
studio to remake it.
Yeah, and let me yell, Boyo! And I'd be happy. That's what I want in life. Whatever genre that would be is
Yeah,
Kirby. It's its own genre, I think.
yeah,
in my
it
opinion.
is. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Where can the lovely people find you online?
Yeah. Okay. I have underscores in my username because
Yep.
I'm trapped in the 2000s. So on all social media, you can find me at it's underscore Tina underscore time VO. On X, on Instagram, on Twitch. I tried to make it easy, but I needed my underscores. It was really important to me.
Yeah, those links will be down below. You can follow me at Corky Cosplays on Instagram, Adam Corky everywhere else, and subscribe to the Patreon. You get exclusive videos as well as episodes a day early. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.